Robert Gsellman is the heir apparent. Get it? Heir apparent? I said heir. I meant to say hair. He's the heir apparent to the Mets. I think that this is really Johnny Baseball moonlighting as the next big Met gun. And if you don't know who Johnny Baseball is, just search for him on YouTube. They look like identical twins. Uh, we're going to talk about him as a prospect on this show because this is a prospect show and because he's still under his limits as a major leaguer. But this is a guy you need to start targeting now for this year, for 2017. He's currently listed as the Mets' fifth starter to start the season, yet he's flying under the radar almost entirely in redraft leagues, as in he's not even being drafted at all. Like, that is insane to me. If and when Zach Wheeler is ready to resume a full workload, Jesselman is good enough to hold him off. And yes, I mean that. He gets Ks. He doesn't walk a ton. He almost never gives up the long ball. Most impressively was the guts he showed down the stretch as he took the ball every fifth day when the Mets were desperately looking for wins to stay in the playoff race. And not only did he, pitch the part, he absolutely thrived. He was sensational. His ERA was 2.42 and his FIP was 2.63. So in other words, it was all legit. It was, it's not just a flash in the pan. There wasn't any luck, with that. This is something he's been showing at every stage of him climbing through the levels of the minor leagues. And he's now here. And he's just not getting the fanfare he deserves because of Steven Matz, Jacob deGrom, Noah Syndergaard, Matt Harvey, the aforementioned Zach Wheeler. It's just insane to me, though. But this guy is the goods. So this is one of your favorite guys. I know this. And I know you're excited to talk about this guy. You've been waiting to talk about this guy since the first episode we did. So, how about it?
Sure. So, I'm in a dynasty league with Andy, a couple of readers, some other folks, and he's one of the guys that I grabbed in my expansion draft because I love Jesselman. Just across the board, there's so many things this guy improved on in 2016 that made him take the next step. I think he's a better pitcher than Zach Wheeler. I think he's far more reliable at this point than Wheeler and banking on his health. You know that Wheeler and Matz and some of those other guys, Harvey, Syndergaard, deGrom, they all have health concerns. So I think that he has a great chance that this guy ends up seeing 25 plus starts, maybe even makes the full 32, breaks camp as part of the rotation as their number 5, and a very strong number 5 is that. One of the things that makes him one of my early favorites for NL Rookie of the Year and one of my favorite rookie pitchers heading into 2017 is some of the things that he made tweaks on. Number one, he has an elite ground ball rate, 56% ground ball rate across all levels. It was 55% in his 44 innings in the majors last year. He's got a good fastball with sink, obviously. That's where he's generating a lot of that weak contact, that ground ball contact with. The pitch sits 93, 96, so he can get some swing and misses on it. It's got excellent movement. He's able to throw it for a strike and get swings and misses and throw it out of the zone. But the big thing he took a step forward with last year was his secondary offerings. He throws an above average curveball to begin with. He has an average changeup and a fringe slider. The changeup really took a step forward last year. As he was throwing that a lot more in terms of out of the zone, getting folks to chase a lot more out of the zone. Had a 30.5% O swing rate, which is the swing rate for pitches outside the zone. He also he gets quite a bit of swings on pitches, a 68% swinging rate, not a swing strike rate. Swing strike rate is about 9.1%. While very good, obviously that's not elite quite yet. But you couple it all together with weak contact, improving stuff, a varied arsenal of pitches that he's able to throw all for strikes, and the swing and miss stuff is getting a lot better. I think that's a high floor pitcher. There's a lot of similarities between him and Kyle Hendricks, in my opinion, and I think that's ultimately what his upside is a Kyle Hendricks type pitcher.
And you could basically, in redraft, you can get him for free because literally nobody is drafting him right now. And it makes zero sense. I had him picked up in one of my dynasty leagues last year. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep him because you can't keep players you've added, after September call-ups.
Sure.
And he just went, I want to say, 5th overall in the rookie and minor league draft. a draft that includes every rookie drafted, or every major prospect drafted. Nick Senzel, Jason Groom, all those guys, including Eric Thames, Yoeli Gurriel, guys like that. All of those guys, and he went fifth overall. So that just kind of shows you how this is becoming a dynasty asset in a lot of places. Ralph mentioned how he took him. And this is not a guy that should be looked at as a dynasty stash and hold kind of guy. This is a guy that's going to make an impact this season. So, and you can get him right now in redraft to start the season. It's not get him and hold him and he's going to come up in a couple months. No, he's going to start from day one as the fifth guy in the Mets rotation. So do yourself the favor, invest in some Gsellman, and go check out who Johnny Baseball is, and you'll see what I'm talking about.